All right, cool. We should be live. What is going on? It's been a while since we've been on live on a lot of you platforms out there. Let me turn my mic down just a bit. I don't want to be screaming. Let's try that. Test, 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 check. This is a test stream, by the way. Test 1 2, check 1 2. Oh, okay. I might need to turn that down more. We'll see. I'm literally checking my my microphone. So this is literally just a test stream. We're going live just to see how this goes. But this is hopefully going to be a way I can actually like communicate with you guys, keep up with you guys, stuff like that. So yeah, let me. The idea is to just play some RuneScape while I eat my lunch. I've already eaten my eggs because I'm running a little bit behind. But you know, one thing I try and do is I do like to go live with you guys because it lets me communicate with my community directly, a lot more easily, a lot more frequently. So I want to try and make that consistent. It's just that I also have an obligation to my clients that I feel like is absolutely necessary for their their transformations, where I also go live just about every day, at least Monday through Thursday for them. So where we're basically, it's less of a live stream and more of a training. So I wanted to do something where I'm just chilling, so that way I'm kind of turned off from the coaching aspect a little bit. If you guys are asking me fitness questions, I'll obviously, you know, do that. But let's do another little test here. Let's see how this is looking. Look at that. So that's why I am doing this. My YouTube looks crazy. My YouTube looks crazy. Let me do. Oh, there I am. On my other platform, it looks fine, except for I need to move this here. But yeah, we're just gonna be chilling, y'all. I really need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. All right, guys, what looks better? That is crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. See, that's what I mean. This is the kind of stuff. While I'm doing this, let me see. I need to be doing some. We are obviously doing some. I say obviously, like you guys. If you guys don't play RuneScape, you don't know this, but they. You should know this if you're in the gaming community. Banana time, by the way. If you're in the gaming community, this is not news to you guys. They just dropped sailing. So I've been doing a little bit here and there. Do a little bit. We'll do a little bit right here. Let's deploy this. Look at this. There we go. This is my main account. Sorry, my YouTube people. I'll get you guys set up. I mean, shoot. That is just ridiculously large for whatever reason. I'm trying out some new stuff. It's been a long time since I've done like a gaming live stream like this. You know what? What if we did this? For today, at least, I do need to change this. I'm doing something called dual streaming. So like, I'm streaming in YouTube format and I'm streaming in like a TikTok format at the same time. And so it may look crazy. It may look a little crazy. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? This? Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. It's been so long. Can y'all hear me? Okay, yes you can. Yeah, I haven't gone live with this in a long time. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there's this. Put this here. There we go. It looks a little bit better. This is still kind of like freaking large, man. What in the heck? There we go. Y'all can't even see the freaking screen. What happened? There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right, that looks better. Getting some salvage. All right. Like I said, test stream. All right, eat this banana. Oh, don't go. Sorry, here again. But yeah, I've been doing some of this. If you guys are ever wondering what I'm doing, this is like the one thing. I don't go partying. I don't drink, except for that video I just posted. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go check that out on my YouTube. But this is what I do. I game. And mainly I do RuneScape. and I'll usually be doing some work. You see how, like, it's very AFK away from keyboard. I don't have to really touch anything, and I'll just be sitting here doing some other stuff as far as, like, work goes. And we are filled. I'm looking for a certain item. Let me switch this chat over. I just want to see. Okay. We're going to do a test with the chat here in a second, too. Yeah, we might try out one of these Barracuda trials as well on stream today. I'm not very good at them. But the game plan is, because right now this is the most amount of accounts I'm streaming on Facebook, I think, right now. I have never done a stream like this on Facebook, I don't think. So, anyways, I need to get better about being around you guys. But what I'm about to check and see if it works is see if I can view the chat the way I want to. Whew. I didn't have time to make my cereal, man. I was rushing, trying to get all this freaking work done. I'm very behind. Alright. Couldn't move the way I wanted to. So anyways, yeah, we had a family thing happen this past week that I've just kind of had to put a lot of, we've been kind of focused on. And so I was a little behind on some stuff, but we're caught back up. For the most part, I've got a new system kind of set up. Playing around with these new systems. I was also doing a 5-day challenge last week. Which, guys, if you guys want to know about my 5-day challenges, it's when you can do my training for free for 5 days. We just finished one, but we usually do them every 6 weeks. So, and we always do like a $100 giveaway with those too. All right, will we get anything good? Basically, I don't know if you guys can. I don't know if I need to explain this for you guys, but. Does it look good? Like, the only thing is I'm going to have to go back through after we're done and see just how good this looks. This looks bad. I need to... Somehow, my aspect ratios, as far as what we're streaming on, keeps getting changed. There we go. That's better. And what if I did this? There we go. That's better. Okay. There. One thing I'm playing around with right now is just kind of getting the ratios right, but... I figured we'll do some AFK sailing stuff while I'm doing that for like an hour. The idea is to do like an hour of this a day. Damn, dude, I had like freaking egg yolk on my face. You guys weren't going to say anything? The eggs I made earlier were terrible. I got a new cast iron skillet. I'm going to be charging my phone. Got to work out after this, and I got to go to the gym for 2 hours. And I actually need to record while I'm up there for you guys. Got a lot of content coming out for you guys, by the way. Also, let me check and see if this is working the way I want it to. So let me turn down my volume. We're going to do a little test here to show that I'm live. I need to go to... I use a dummy account for this exact reason. It's the only time I use a dummy account. I don't have any other account besides this one, guys. On TikTok, at least. But... Well, I was going to... They've switched so much stuff up on here. Whatever. So I can't even tell on TikTok. I'm sure I'll look here in a second. But that's one thing I'm going to have to try and figure out. Is how to open up chat on TikTok. Because I can't see that right now. So sorry, TikTok chat. That's the whole reason I'm doing this, by the way. So we're going to have to figure that part out. But I don't think it'll be too complicated. I don't think it would be too complicated. One big thing is I literally am going to have to go full Kevin Gates here and get 2 phones. Because this is one of the reasons I need to do that. And so I can actually see everything I need to see. And also for recording reasons, because I've thought about like because obviously we get to a point where like I make content, like at what point do I invest in a higher grade camera? But the real question is, do I invest in a higher grade camera? Or do I just get another phone that has a pretty damn good camera on it? Right? Like, most phones have really good cameras on it. That's where most of the price comes, if you guys don't know. So, I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do, though. I think I'm going to get another phone, because I can do a lot of different things with that. And there's another kind of camera I've been kind of looking at, like one of those drone cameras, which would be really cool for doing some outside content, which kind of goes hand in hand with the niche I'm going for. get outside of the gym, for example. Which, guys, the next video we got coming up is going to be like a vlog. I haven't done a vlog in a little bit. So there's that. I'm going to zoom in so you guys on stream can see what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, as far as RuneScape, if you guys are curious about the game itself, like, this is the game I've played longer than any other game I've ever played. I've been playing this game for 20 years, literally. Over 20 years. I don't know. I think I made my account in definitely was around 06 or so. I don't know. We can go ask Hans here in a minute. Because this is the account. This is my main account. This is the account I've had. Now, obviously, when it went from RS2 to RS3, everything kind of shifted. I had to make a new account. So I do have an RS3 account too. But I'll show y'all here in a minute. But I would really like to see how to look at my chat in a much easier manner. What am I doing? I need to do this. I also need to drop these bananas and stuff. Why didn't I get rid of these? I keep these teak repair kits because I use those quite frequently. Because I am cheap. I'm looking for a very specific item too, by the way. Yeah, the idea is, well, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get all this done. And as far as like the timing we're doing these streams, guys, it's about an hour. We're going to do about an hour, 5 days a week, so I can hang out with you guys. Literally, that's the reason. Now, on the weekends or maybe at nighttime, like I said, on the weekends, maybe Friday nights or Saturday nights or whatever. This is still stuff we're working on as a content, as part of the content schedule. But we'll do maybe some bigger streams, some more eventful, more impactful streams where we're actually doing some, not just like sitting here chilling, but I do want to have like an area in my day where I'm like just chilling with my community because it helps me get a better idea of like, or a better sense rather of like what we're trying to do here. While we're chilling here for a second, I want to see how the Facebook, can I see my Facebook stream? Is that a possibility? Okay, cool. So yeah, I can see the Facebook stream. First thing I see is your video is blocked in 249 locations. So there's that. I'm going to mute my mic real quick so I can hear the audio on this real fast. Well, yeah, let me see. That's not bad at all. That sounds fine. It might be, the blockage is probably because I just got Spotify open. Because again, this is just a test stream. Yeah, no shit. Apply to... So is it blocked? My main concern is if it's blocked in the United States, but there's so many countries to go through here. It is blocked in the United States. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So I know my Facebook people aren't seeing this. I would doubt that on YouTube we're getting blocked right now, though. That typically they don't just block the whole thing. This is why we do this, okay? Like, there's so many little workarounds. I'm just involving y'all in the process because this is gonna be something where I'm not gonna be super just like trying to make sure it's polished. Okay. I need to not get too wrapped up in what I'm doing here. Yep. Okay, so we can see loud silence. What's going on, fam? Oops, there we go. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. So, like, on YouTube, it's not a problem. I didn't figure. So, it depends on the platform. Facebook is very rough about this stuff. About, like, they'll block your entire video. You know what I mean? Let me do this, too. I've noticed that I'm peeking out here. Yeah, this is just a test stream so we can get everything all set up for when we do this, like, reoccurringly. But so far, we've had issues on multiple platforms. Man, that banana smells like sugar alcohol, straight up. Keep thinking I'm smelling like rum. On my lunch as well, just chilling, saw your live. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. You enjoying some sailing? We are, by the way, we are... Oh, follow me from Insta. Cool, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, by the way, guys. I never know where you guys are seeing me from. Like, I'm on TikTok. That's my most popular platforms. TikTok. I'm almost at 7,000 people on TikTok. We've got Instagram where I'm at like 2,500. I've got like 5,000 people on my Facebook. On YouTube, I have like 2,800, 2,900 subscribers. I think we just hit 2,900. And then I think I'm about to start trying to get into doing a little bit of Twitter, but I'm really debating that. I don't want to. I say Twitter. You know what I mean? X. Bro, this freaking banana smells like alcohol. That's crazy. I don't like that. Catching my whiffers. That's wild. That's wild. Spell them demons. Oh, Will P. Oh, yeah. I know who you are. What up, dude? How's it hanging? All right. So what we're doing right now is we're just testing the platforms because we're live on like literally live on like 5 platforms. RuneScape's looking good. RuneScape's looking good. Twitch is looking good. Maybe later. Okay. Yeah, Twitch looks fine. I just realized also I have it to where you can see the chat on screen too. That's sweet. That's what I was hoping we had going too. Let me widen that up. Should pop up. There it is. There it is. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we're good to go on Twitch. YouTube's looking completely... Twitch and YouTube seem completely fine. That's good. I could technically go live on Instagram too. I feel like it would be a bother. Listen, guys, if you guys find me on Instagram, that's like my least pop-in place. I'm not kidding you. That's like my least pop-in place. And it's because of that, I don't put as much just like... I say that. I don't try and just put so much TLC into it. Like, I don't try and go live there necessarily all the time. Like I do on some of these other platforms. Like on TikTok, I'm like, I need to go live there. Because I've got like 3 times the following on TikTok. Seems smooth here on YouTube. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I've been doing... This is also how I like record stuff for my YouTube videos too. Or how I have been recently. And by the way, I'll address this. We are definitely not going to be able to stick to the twice a week schedule, or no, sorry, the once a week YouTube schedule that I have posted about. One thing I'm doing is I'm trying to get back into the flow of doing YouTube because I went ahead and privated a lot of these like gaming videos. But for a while, like we were doing gaming videos every day, like editing for like, I'm talking ungodly amounts of editing, guys. Like you can't fathom. Like it's just ridiculous. But that being said, I took a long hiatus just because it burnt me out to a crisp. And I also took a hiatus so I could focus on my business. Business has been doing great. And so not only that, I just kind of, this is kind of, I've always wanted to do this where I've blended the creative part of me enjoying making content to me, like, obviously being as good of a coach as I am. Because I can be cocky here. I've been doing this long enough. I'm a damn good coach. I'm one of the best coaches in the business. And I know that because I've seen a lot of bad coaches. I have coaches hit me up on Instagram and TikTok to help them with their business. Literally, to help them. And I've literally helped them sign clients. But... all that being said, like I can't just do one or the other. I've got to do both. So this is my attempt to blend them together with the live streams because we had a lot of like, my first following ever was on YouTube from my gaming stuff and doing live streams there. So like, that's something I want to try and get back to too. Cause I like that first live stream where I had like over 100 people and it was crazy. I'll never forget that feeling. That was wild. And that's not even that crazy. Like I've done some crazier stuff. Like I've had videos go viral. I have literally have had 2 million views on YouTube on TikTok within the past year. I've had over 500,000 likes on TikTok. And so that being said, that never compared to that one. I remember the game we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and I don't even like those games. But like, I'll never forget that feeling of being like, "Holy shit! Like, are we about to do this thing? Like, are we about to take off, and it's just kind of, here we are now. But like it just kind of never really panned out together the way I wanted to. So it is now. It is now, and we're kind of, it's a lot of work. I cannot stress to you guys how much planning it's been a lot of piecing stuff together. But we seem to have it going now, as long as I can keep, like, figure out some kind of schedule to maintain. That being said, not sticking to the freaking the idea. If you guys watched that video I posted, I think it was 2 weeks ago, where I was like, we're gonna start posting every week again. No, it's not. Maybe every 2 weeks. What I have set up, I have a schedule. I literally spent a lot of time yesterday planning out how I can put out quality content within 2 weeks. If I do it week to week, we're gonna end up having the same problem I ended up going into before, where I just didn't have enough time to, like, produce. Like, it's not just as simple as recording yourself doing content. Like when you're making a YouTube video like that and you want it to be a good piece of content, you've got to, if you want it to be good, you really need to script a little bit. You really need to make sure, like, your film, obviously you have the filming day, making sure the filming looks right, but then there comes the editing, and then you got to figure out, like, where you're going to get this, music for the video to make sure you can monetize the YouTube video. You need to figure out, like, all these different, you need to figure out where you're going to get all these memes for the video. You need to figure out, like, all these sound bites. You need to figure out how to chop up the video. And you got to do that. I used to spend hours. I mean, like, literally like 6 hours a day, like, editing videos for no pay, mind you. Like, it was destroying my life. But we got it figured out. I had to take a hiatus, and I think we're going to be back. And I think we're doing a live stream in a way where I can actually sustain it, do both the fitness thing and the gaming thing at one time in a way that is not going to just absolutely tear me apart, But let me hurry up and get these. I'm taking way too much time talking. Let me get all this stuff done. Everything's looking pretty good. I know what I need to work on between now and tomorrow for this stream, so we'll get that kind of sorted. Whoops. I need to make sure. I've been trying to keep these cannonballs. Everything is super high price right now, y'all. So just if y'all play and you're doing some sailing, just keep most things right now. Try not to sell it. Now, I do have an Ultimate Iron Man account, too. We're going to be doing some live streams with. I honestly have been really enjoying that more. And it's not like this guy's a maxed out account. These are my levels, by the way. But it's just sailing just came out. I didn't want to use my Ultimate Iron Man's kind of capped, he's capped on what he can do right now because I only have so much bank space. So, oh man, that's sick, bro. Not very many people are doing both, and it could hit a lot of people looking for that stuff. Yeah, hopefully. The big thing I want to do is, like, I would love to. I have kind of a plan of what I want to do. I want to get to, the goal for YouTube is to have like 1 million subscribers one day, on YouTube specifically. And then if I can do that and have a way where I can work on making videos, I actually really enjoy making videos. I love the editing process, the filming process. I like too. It's just it takes a lot. All of this takes a lot of freaking work, and I'm playing all the roles. And so it's just going to be a matter of building it all up in a way where I can make better, as long as I'm making something better each video. And that includes small form content too. I enjoy making, like, TikTok is a platform, because back in the day I used to make Vines. Like, I loved making, like, short form content. I like doing both. I like making content. A lot of you guys, here's a fact some of you guys may not know about me. Did y'all know I've made music? I've produced music. Multiple tracks of my own stuff. Want to hear something crazier? I've produced sounds. I've done sound design before. Like, we've gone through that before here too. But, like, well, I'll play some here in a little bit for you guys so you guys can see. Like, it's just something, like, there's a creative bone in my body, but there's also a freaking demon in me who loves to fight and loves to work out, and who's an expert in fat loss. And that simply just comes from the fact that I was a fat kid who was sick and tired of being fucking fat. And so I figured it the fuck out, and it's just, listen, if you're willing to figure it the fuck out, willing to do whatever it takes to figure it the fuck out, and you don't care what happens, like, you're willing to die for trying to figure it the fuck out, you're going to figure it the fuck out, or you're going to die trying, right? And this is what happened. But I have other stuff I also enjoy too, like this. But you know, like, as far as any hobbies you guys really don't see, I guess I haven't done just a ton of fishing, like, videos and fishing content, but, like, I try and, you know, share most of what's going on with me with you guys. Because at the end of the day, I'm selling a product, you know, I'm selling my coaching system. That's the main way I make my money personally. It's not like I make my money from making these videos, which you know, I don't think anyone ever does. Even the big content creators sell merch, and that's how they make most of their money. It's not the monetization. I wish someone would have told me that way back in the day. But you know, you just got to figure out how business works. But that being said, I don't even know. I don't know where I was going with it. I've got so many different tangents going on in my head right now because I'm trying to check on some stuff. I'm trying to play RuneScape. I'm trying to tell you guys a story. Damn, I feel like I was about to tell you guys a really good story. I can't remember. Anywho. Welcome to the channel. This is what we do. We forget. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I left out. But the main thing is I just want to make sure that we're getting back into the creative side because, listen, I love coaching. Here's the thing. Here's how I'll explain it. I would eventually love to get out of the coaching side of things. Not that I don't like coaching. It's just that, like, listen, guys, it takes a lot of patience to be a coach. It takes a lot of patience. There's a reason I talk the way I do. Because this is a no bullshit field. It just is. There's no way you can get around doing that. I always tell my people, like, I'm not your friend, I'm your coach. And the reason for that, now during these live streams and in my YouTube content, I'll pull that back a little bit. But the reason for that is simply because, like, it's not good for you for me to not be that way. It's not good to, like, here's like a coach just the way coaches work is they work based on confrontation, which means it's inherently true that I'm going to tell you something that you do not want to hear, right? And if I let you get any kind of manipulative with me, and guys, a lot of people don't realize manipulation is just you, like, reacting. It can just be you, like, you know, getting hurt or expressing that what I said hurt your feelings, right? But, like, that, even if it did technically hurt your feelings, it doesn't change the fact that that still might be true, and you need to hear that. Like, the best way I can say it is, David Goggins said it best, is it may hurt your feelings, but if someone calls you fat and you're fucking fat, it may hurt your feelings, but they're telling you the truth, right? It doesn't change that fact. And when you're a coach, you got to be very objective. Like, feelings are not going to get you these results. They're just not, right? And so, listen, I told you guys, I'm going to try not to coach during this stuff, but it's just kind of ingrained. But part of it is, like, one of the reasons I would eventually like to not coach is because I'd like to focus on my training specifically. That's really it. It comes down to, like, I don't care. I care about helping people. It's just, like, I really want to be able to do it in the way where I can hyper focus on my own training. And it's hard when you're trying to coach. You know, right now we're at roughly like 25 to 30 people. It's a whole classroom, right? And so, that being said, it just becomes a point where it's like, you know, trying to maintain it, trying to keep it all, and eventually I would love the business to grow to a point where I could do mostly stuff where I'm, like, doing some, maybe even to the point where I can get the system, because remember, my stuff is a system. It's not just coaching. Like, I get you guys in a system, so it is systemized. Anyways, I'm going off on tangents here. I don't want to go off too far into what my goals are, but we got a lot of goals that are set in place. I'll tell you all that. Because they're very complicated. But, again, one of the reasons I do like to share all this stuff with you guys is because, again, with me trying to sell coaching, it would be really stupid of me to not be authentic and just be, you know, kind of express what's going on in my life, because you guys need to know me if you ever want to buy something from me. Like, who the hell buys anything from people they don't know? Or like, for that matter, right? And so, not that I'm trying to, like, persuade in any way, shape, or form, but, like, you guys do need to know who I am, right? And so, this is a good way of me kind of, like, expressing that in a way that's, like, not super coaching, but just understand, if you ever do my coaching, there's my alarm, I got 15 minutes. If you ever do my coaching, Just understand, I get on your ass. I have very little patience for excuses. That's my thing. And so that also being said, I don't like having to be that way all the time. It's another reason I don't want to just coach all the time. The goal is to get to a point where I can do like have it systemized and broken down to, because that's the thing, guys. As long as you stick to my training, we have it so systemized. I literally tell people this because it's true. Like if you do this whole thing and you stick to the stuff I give you to a T, and you can prove it, and you don't see the results you want to see, I will give you all of your money back plus $25 to go buy a pizza. Straight up. Because I know it's going to work. I know for a fact it will work if you do it. My job after that point is to make sure you do it. Right? So like that's all and that's the hard part of my job. The hard part of my job is not figuring out what we need to do with you. I've done this so long, I know exactly what you need to do. Most people know what they need to do, they just aren't doing it. Right? And so that's something where if we can get it systemized to a point to where I can like, you know, and we're kind of doing that again. I'm getting too much into the business and stuff of like stuff that you guys aren't even going to comprehend. But like I said, this is all looking very, very good as far as like how this is all turning out. But again, too, I just like hanging out with my people, man. Like, I've been trying to make more content that's a little bit more like, as weird as this might be sounding, like polarizing to other people, so that I'm pushing away the people that are definitely not my type of people, that are not gonna like my stuff, we're probably going to annoy each other. I want you to just go ahead and get out. You know, like that's another thing is building the right community. I'm not just trying, because here's the thing, guys, I know how to go viral. I've done it multiple times, but it's all about like who I'm cultivating, right? Like who I'm trying to attract, like what kind of community am I trying to build? And that's kind of important to me too. So I guess I could say is like, I'm really just trying to refine the foundation of all of this. And so I think we're starting to get there. We're starting to get somewhere where I really like. We still got a long way to go, but it's going to be in a way where I can be sustainable with this stuff. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys like how old this account is. We've gotten all that salvage done with. Now, my buddy told me, honestly, too, let me check this. So, he said there was a teleport to boat thing. Wow. Man, I'm level 42 sailing. I have not used that yet. I did not know this was a, wow. That's significant. So let me do that, because I wanted to show you guys how old this account is. So let me go to Lumbridge real quick. I know I have no rune sack. I need to get that. Where's Hans? Hans? Oh, and by the way, guys, if you're ever wondering too, like, because I was on TikTok, I was going to do it to a way where I didn't do gaming, but this is how it works on TikTok. If you want to stream from your computer on Streamlabs, you have to be gaming. Like, it literally, it'll take you off of their, like, permissions list to allow you to do that. Like, you have to be gaming. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know if that's just like I don't know. I don't know what their deal is with that. But you literally have to be gaming, which is an issue, right? So that was another reason why I'm doing this too. But I wanted to put that out there because that was one of the biggest headaches, because I needed to stream on TikTok. That's like my biggest platform. One of the issues I still got to run into is trying to figure out how I can see the chat. But I really don't think that's going to be a problem. I think, actually, there it is! Dude, I can see the TikTok chat. We fixed it already. That's great. That's fantastic, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's not a concern anymore. We figured that part out. Do not do that. I just got to get it figured out, like how I'm doing this layout right out. But what up, Not? What up, Jake? We see you in here all the time. But yeah, literally, if I wanted to stream like from my desktop, I had to literally be playing a video game. I'm going to hop out here and get back to work. All right, man. I'll see you later. Appreciate you stopping by, and have fun at work. Where is the dude I need to talk to? Hans! Where are you at? Because I need to get to the gym here soon, too. It's good to know, too, that this is a good time zone when people are taking their lunch break. Like, listen, when you work for yourself, you kind of can do whatever you want. And not that I do whatever I want, but as far as me built, there he is. As far as me building my schedule and, like, doing things, I need to know how my people are doing, you know? You've spent 37 days, 14 hours, 51 minutes in the world since you arrived 7,100 days ago to the T. 7,100 days ago. Let's do the math on that. So I've had this account for... Let's get this calculator out. 7,100 divided by 365. I've had this account for 19 and a half years. Almost 20 years, bro. Is that crazy? What up, TB? How you doing? I'm just gonna call you TB because that's that. We're just gonna go with that. That works. Okay. I wish I could like see how my my stream's going on there. Okay. Again, this is a test stream, so just kind of bear with me here. Making sure everything's looking good. And again, this has been good. I think the only issue that's still an issue is a copyright issue with Facebook, but I think that's it. I think that's all the issues we have. So that's solid. Now, oh yeah, I wanted to see, can I teleport over to my boat now? Hell yes. You need to build a greater, damn it. I can't. Well, that sucks. I was really banking on that working. Hold on. I can go to my house. I would love to show you. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is we're going to focus a lot less on sailing. And like I said, the biggest account you guys are probably going to see me stream is going to be my Ultimate Iron Man, because that's just where I've been putting a lot of my time. Glad you caught up to the stream. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by too, man. So let's go down here. I don't think this is too long of a walk. That really scared me though. So has anyone logged out on their boat yet? I don't know. My friends have been telling me not to do that. So I haven't, which has been kind of a bother because sometimes you're out there, you know? I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I guess I feel like I saw somebody where he would take you to your boat. I don't remember. One thing I wanted to do before we got off is I wanted to take a whack at this shark trial real quick. But yeah, this is the reason I'm doing. I haven't touched sailing on my other account, but we will eventually do some sailing on that account. Just have not been for this dude. But I really want to show you all that because I've got 2 skilling pets on that account. Thanks for being an inspiration to me, man. Your content has really helped. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm good at helping. You talking about the fitness content? What are your goals, man? If you want to DM me too, by the way, I'll tell this to everybody watching. If you guys need any help at all, if I haven't messaged you yet or DM'd you yet, DM my ass and I will help you for free. Like, I do not charge for advice. I don't. I feel like that shocks people. I don't know why. But as long as, as long as it's in the DMs and not on like a, and if I feel like we'd be a good, we'd be a good fit or something, we can book a phone call later. I'll decide that part. But I always like to give that people, like, I always want to try and give you guys the option to, like, because I know, listen, I have been there. I have been 300 pounds before, 284 pounds on the dot. And I know what it feels like to struggle, man. Like, I just have someone there to, like, feel like you can ask. And I just remember back in the day, the reason I looked up all this stuff and got very educated in all this stuff is because I didn't have anyone to ask. It's very frustrating. It took me 3 years of trying before I actually saw success, too. Yeah, man, the fitness content has helped me out so much. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. Yeah, I don't know if you follow me on my other socials like TikTok or Instagram, but I post a lot more fitness content there. Michael Plays, what's up, man? It's been like years since I've talked to you. What's up, man? I'm glad you said your name. I wouldn't have just assumed that. Wonder if we still have your name written up on a Pokemon card somewhere. Alright, we're going to try this shark trial real quick. Go, go, go! Let's see if I can get this down. This is a little complicated. Probably not going to. So if you guys don't know how this works, I'm going to do the inside one first. You're supposed to pick up these boxes. Do not let me forget to pick up the rum, because I forget the rum every single time I do this. Oh, I already messed up. I already messed up bad. All right, it's not that bad. Keep going, keep going. Stop. Go down, go down, go down. Oh, oh, oh. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes, got it, got it, got it. Go this way, go this way. We're going to try and do a loop-de-loop and pull. Try and do a loop-de-loop and pull. Pull, 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 damn it, pull, pull. Get it! Oh, come on, man, why? Dude, oh, man. Oh, we're not making it. You got to make this like a minute or 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. It's just not going to happen. Just finished my workout at the gym right now, actually. Nice, bro. I'm about to go hit... I do full body workouts, but I typically have a focus, and today's focus is deadlift variations. So I'm probably going to do like power cleans. I think that's what we got on the agendas. Come on. Come on. I don't think we're going to make this one, ladies and gents. I think we really jacked this one up. But there's a good XP drop, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get a level or something. Oh my gosh. Getting struck by lightning. Please stop. Not good, dude. This is not good. This is not good. Not a good... Oh my god, I was going to lose my mind if I did not get that. Yeah, we got to finish this in like 40 seconds. I just don't think that's going to happen. I forgot we got to turn around. So one thing you got to do, we definitely lost this, by the way, guys. it's done. But you got to hand off this freaking rum. I told y'all to remind me, dude. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I just hit legs. Still on the floor right now. Could you reach out a hand? Here you go. Where are you? There you go. Grab me, bro! Grab me! Turn it in. Turn it in. That makes me so upset, bro. This will get you frustrated. This is something we need to do on stream, because it'll get you frustrated. Oh, man. Yeah, what time we got? 12:58? Yeah, I think the agenda today is I need to do some wrist release. I need to do some videos on that for you guys too, how to do some wrist release. But release my wrists. We'll do some power cleans, and I think we also need to go ahead and do some leg extensions today. Hamstring curls. I don't know if we'll do hamstring curls, actually. We might do glute bridges instead. And then definitely dumbbell flies. We're going to do some chest flies, because we're going to do chest press tomorrow. And then probably some Arnold press today, honestly. And then for core, probably some farmer carries or some overhead carries, because I've been slacking on those as well. We'll do some kickboxing, and then we will do some stretching for about 15 minutes. Then we'll be out within 2 hours. And I did already go this morning, by the way. I do 2-a-days out here. I don't know why. I almost called y'all a bitch. I almost said, I do 2-a-days out here, bitch. I was like, why would I say that? Why would I say that? That's just mean. Be great to get coached by you. Hey, man, hit me up. Hit me up. We're doing, actually, be a good time to say this. We are doing a Black Friday sale right now. 40% off until next Monday. Next Monday is when it's going to end. I need to, I need to go to the gym and make some content today about. But I think I'm going to actually hold out. If I'm going to stick to the schedule I already have planned out, I'm going to have to go ahead and wait to do that tomorrow. But it's going to be very frustrating holding off on that. So we will wait on that one for a second. You guys see how long? It took me 5 minutes after that blunder. It's supposed to take 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So look at this little XP drop we're going to get here. Boop. Don't tell me. Hey, there you go. 650 on the XP drop. No level. How far away are we from a... Oh, we got quite a bit. Okay. Well, let me go back to port because your boy's got to get to the gym here in a second. But this was a good, this was a really good little setup stream. I'll send you a message. Yeah, send me a message on TikTok or Instagram would be the best place to hit me. And, just let me know, what you've been, big struggles you've been struggling with, like what your goals are. One thing I'll go ahead and tell you now, it'd be a good little piece of advice. Tell me what your goal is and a deadline for that goal. It's very important that you do that. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys right now, because I see so many people, they don't have what they want, but the first thing they don't do is they don't set a direct goal. Like, for example, a lot of people want to lose weight, but that's not concrete enough. You need a very concrete goal. You need a concrete goal and a deadline because that's going to help you not procrastinate, one, but it's also going to help push you. So, give me a good idea of what that is. I recommend everyone do that. Nobody freaking does that. It drives me bananas. That alone will tell you a lot of what you need to do, right? Because obviously, if someone who's trying to gain 10 pounds of muscle and someone who's trying to lose 25 pounds of fat are not going to be doing the same thing, diet-wise or workout-wise. So, you having those goals and deadlines will tell you what your intensity is supposed to be like, what you need to be doing. It tells you a plethora of different things. So, clarity comes from goal setting and deadlines. So that's a big one. But I'll talk to you very soon. I'll check my DMs here in a second. Guys, we will be doing this every day. The game plan is to be doing this, I say every day, Monday through Friday, and then potentially on the weekends, maybe later at night if we do something big. I do know that when the new Subnautica game comes out, Subnautica was a huge game for my audience. So we're definitely going to be making a huge deal out of that. So stay tuned for all this kind of stuff. And I'll keep you guys posted. Peace.